not going to say we'll be Dodgers, but we'll be winners. All right, we're ready. We are ready. All right, I can't play music because YouTube will scream at me. All right, where are we going? I think we should go celebration first. We'll save Logofractor for the end. Colby, do you agree? I think we go celebration, then we go Series 2 hobby, then we go Logofractor. If I don't hear any objections, that's what I'm going to do. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. We got a couple more of these we can do. Baseball's kind of dry right now until I get my update series, which was delayed. I think that's the next baseball we're going to get. All right, so we're looking for the big heads. We're looking for, what are we looking for? Golden mirrors, obviously, color, autos, but what we really want, we want the dugout peaks, which is the, which are the case hits, and we also want, there's another one called Walk This Way, which is a pretty cool case hit insert. So that's what we're looking for here. Good luck, everybody. We got Bobby Witt. Gonna kind of fly through the base here. There's Clayton Kershaw. We got Adele Amador on the 90s insert. Bryce Harper on the power players. Laba in the all white. And Ellie on the stars of MLB. Yeah, I can't wait for update and then update Chrome. It's always like, and then draft comes out. This is literally the best time of the year to, we're getting into the best time of the year for baseball for sure. Ooh, we got a backwards card. That's going to be Seattle Mariners on the sand glitter. So sand glitter in baseball is exclusive to Celebration Megas, but what I noticed from Rip and Basketball is the sand glitters are jumbo exclusive in basketball. So we got Slider, Kevin Alcantara, and Shota Imanaga. Gosh, those Mariners, man, they kind of felt like a team of destiny until they weren't. With that pitching staff, I'd be very disappointed, you know, having an ALCS exit. The Blue Jays were a great team, though, too, but, man, they could not score when it counted, huh? That was rough. We got Willie Mays on the call to the hall, Ellie De La Cruz, Manny Machado, and Kobe Mayo, rookie stars of MLB. We got Gurriel. There's Will Smith, World Series champion. God, I was so annoyed, though. So annoyed by all that stuff yesterday. Mariner Moose, mascot for the M's. Julio, Bobby Witt, and I think we got two backwards cards here. Let's see what we got. Nope, just the one. Nationals, show me James Wood or Dylan Cruz. Or, you know, Kyle Finnegan, who's not even on the Nats anymore. Boo. It's always Kyle Finnegan. I've been buying a lot of Nats. They're like my second team that I usually go for in breaks with 2025. And Let's just say I've pulled a lot of Kyle Finnegan. There's O'Hoppy. Angels got a new manager this offseason, Kurt Suzuki, who is with the front office. Braves, Spencer Schwellenbach. We got Julio on the power players, Gunner on the game day drip, and Acuna Jr. So a little Braves pack there. But I'm hoping Suzuki can kind of get O'Hoppy going in the right direction. He really took a step back this year, and for some guy with a F- hit tool, that's not good. All right, we got backwards cards, 2 backwards cards. We got blooper for the Braves, Jacob Wilson, Juan Soto on the Stars. Remember when Jacob Wilson was like the rookie to collect? That sure didn't last very long. All right, we got halos. Hey, how about a Mike Trout? That's nice. And Jeff McNeil. So we got Mike Trout on the holofoil and Jeff McNeil on the stripper glitter, aka sand glitter. God, those poor Mets, though, man. Might be the most frustrating team to root for in all of Major League Baseball. Because if your team is just bad, then that's one thing. But to have like a team that was supposed to be really good just be as bad as them, that's really unfortunate. All right, we got a all tops team, it looks like, or a stats leader. Manny Machado, Pete Alonso. We got Matt Chapman going to one of my friends, my son's friends, PC. He's a huge Matt Chapman guy. Greatest hits, Dodgers. This is going to be Shohei. Here we go. First 50-50 player in history with all-time game. He didn't have a great World Series, I guess, by his standards, right? Especially on the mound. He was like the most hittable pitcher that the Dodgers threw out there. The Blue Jays got to him twice, I think. There's another Trout. All right, backwards card there. We got mascot for the White Sox, Vladdy Jr., Aaron Judge. And I'm wondering when the hobby's going to just really give Vladimir Guerrero the respect that he deserves. All right, we got Red Sox. That's going to be Tanner Houck on the sand glitter. You think Snell struggled? He had I'm trying to think. Didn't he pitch pretty well in game 1? Dodgers ended up winning game 1, right? He was like lights out though to freaking. He was absolutely lights out in the rest of the playoffs. Logan Webb. I think he did okay yesterday. He wasn't crazy bad. All right, we got a 90s insert for the Twins. That's Correa. Arenado on the power player. CJ Abrams on the game day drip. And we got Corey Seager. 5 earned runs, both starts. I felt like he pitched better than that in game 1. Did the bullpen, did they give up some of his inherited runs? I felt like he was good. I could just be way off, though. I could just be remembering him from Milwaukee or any of the other series. All right, we got Fred Bird for the Cardinals. Ellie, James Wood, rookie stars. And who's this going to be? Reds. How about Rhett Lauder? That's a good one. Rhett Lauder on the rookie sand glitter for the Reds. That'll play nicely. We're going to need to see something a little bit else, though. A little bit more. I like Lauder, but I need something louder. Pun intended. All right, we got a spring training. Another Shohei. Frankie Lindor, Juan Soto, and Devers. It's weird to see him now in a Red Sox uniform. All right, we got 5 packs left. God, what did Kershaw only pitch like 1/3 of an inning? That's crazy. I thought they would have. I mean, I guess the games were all pretty close, but would have liked to see him get a little bit more in his last World Series. 2 backwards cards. Rangers, Skeens, and Fernando Tatis. I mean, I understand he is diminished. There's Jimenez. We got Astros. How about Josh Hader? And Jose Barrios. So 1 rainbow and 1 sand glitter. Barrios, he didn't pitch at all, right? He was like on the shelf. I mean, the Blue Jays had their chances, man. They had their chances. It was frustrating to watch. There's the MVP, Yamamoto, Nimmo, Springer. We got another 90s insert. That's going to be Jose Altuve, Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, and Yordan Alvarez. I like when somebody put the other day, they're like, I wonder when, in the chat, I wonder when Evan Carter is going to remember how to play baseball. We're all wondering that. We got Mr. Red for the mascot, Mike Trout on the 8-bit. An old big league. Lou Bob on the Stars of MLB. And Brewers, how about Joey Ortiz? All right, 2 packs left. Little appetizer here. No numbered cards yet. Oh, 2 to 3 chances in like extra innings. Like in each time they went to extras, they had 2 or there's Schneider, 2 or 3 chances. It felt like that they would always score first. They would always have this like resilient sort of comeback, and then they just like would not score after. All right, first 200 career hit season for Bobby Witt. We got J-Ram, Hunter Green, and another Correa card. It was frustrating because they just went into this mode where they like literally could not score. Could not score. All right, what do we got here? It's just another Stars. Reese Olson. Oh, we got a that's a vintage stock. So we got something here. Okay, we got Clark the Bear. We got James Wood. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. on the Stars of MLB. I kind of saw it. I think you guys did too. We got Kai Bush and Jared Kelenic. Kai Bush on the hollow foil. Kelenic. And here we go. We got this. I'm pretty sure this is a vintage stock. That's going to be Max Schumann for the Athletics. 86 of 99. That is the vintage stock. They're very cool looking cards. Wish it was a Kurtz or a Wilson. That would have been nice. Even a Soderstrom, but I know Schumann's, he's a good player. We go see a lot of A's games because they're the close team, but it's not a bad one there. Yeah, and then he like retired, right? Like in the, you know what I was thinking to myself, but I didn't say it out loud because it was like semi-racist, but not really racist, but I grew up in Southern California, so I've I didn't live in LA, but obviously when you live in a place with a huge metropolitan area like that, I knew a lot of people from LA. When that dude got on the microphone to speak, I was like, this is the most authentic sounding like LA person in the entire team. I was like, I literally would believe that he's the only person on that team from Los Angeles. But I like to root for guys like that. I mean, journeyman guys, defensive replacements. Obviously, big, huge call putting him in that, last 2 games. Made a couple defensive plays. I mean, those are the guys that sort of carry you to those championships. Marlins legend. Every journeyman in the major leagues is a Marlins legend. If you've been on 4+ teams, odds are you're a Marlins legend. All right, here we go. We're opening up a hobby box. Series 2 hobby box. There's a Shohei. And our insert is going to be Ketel Marte on the OPS leaders. I always forget Shohei. They have the Series 2, they have the pitching image of him. That'll probably be his image in update if they give him a card, which I don't think they will because that'll just confuse the MVP buyback. So he probably won't get one, but I like a good Shohei pitching image. All right, we got Xander Bogaerts. That's kind of a nasty patch. Game used, non-numbered, but that's a cool looking away throwback patch. I like that. Hopefully whoever got the Padres would like that too. I like that I like that uniform, but again, I have to complain because the uniform that they put in the card is not the uniform he's wearing on the card, which I don't like. I don't like that. I mean, I'm not saying it has to be literally from the uniform that he's wearing, but at least put him in the uniform that you're going to display him in, right? I feel like that's a pretty reasonable ask. So maybe it gives the appearance that he's, wearing the uniform. This one might be too big. Nope, actually perfect. Look at that. All right, well, there you go. I stand corrected. What do we got here? Just a base pack? There's Bo Bichette. Yeah, just a base pack. Nothing special. I'll bring him up on the Google machine. Let's see. Let's see if he's a career. I mean, the guy's like so old, right? My guy Caden Dana and a Bryce Harper. Sanoha. Still have a ton of Sanoha Bowman first autos that I'm trying to move. Nice Jackson Jobe. I need him to ball out, become a Marlins all-time great, and then I can sell those autos. There's Roki. I think he's good too. He's young, man. And then the other guy, who else? What's his name? Who's the guy that came up late in the year and like hit like 6 home runs? Like he didn't get. There's a Wyatt Langford rookie cup. He didn't hit any. He was like 6 for 45, but all he hit was home runs. It was crazy. I got a bunch of his Bowman autos too. No, it's not Marcy. It's I want to say his name's Max. I could be wrong. My brain's not working right. Max Acosta. That's exactly who it is. He's on the Rangers on his card, and maybe that's why Marlins fans don't want to buy him. But he came up, man, and like he hit like 6 home runs, like no other hits. Got sent back down, but those 6 hits were all dingers. So yeah, so I've got some Max Acosta and some. There's Cal. Why couldn't they put Cal in freaking series or in Chrome? Makes no sense. You guys still think Cal's winning the? There's a nice Churio Yelich dual card. We still thinking Cal's winning, or have we cooled off? We cooled on Cal. All right, we got a backwards card here. Hopefully it's a numbered one. It's probably just a rainbow. Cal Tucker. I'm really hoping Tucker ends up on the Angels next year. We'll see. He kills the Angels. He always hits so well at Angel Stadium, so I'm really hoping he does. All right, we got Cardinals. Hey, Victor Scott on the rainbow foil. Victor Scott the second. The better young players for the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on it, and selfishly because I have so many of the Judge buybacks. Ooh, I thought it was a team color. It's not. It's just an insert. That I want Judge to win it because I was actually looking through my Judge 25 Chrome cards last night, and I'm like, man, if he doesn't win it, I'm gonna get so screwed. Just a pile of cards that's gonna end up being absolutely worth nothing. I got Summer Superstars, James Wood. I just think his batting average is just going to be too low. I think if he hit 255, he'd probably get it, but can't hit in the 240s and win, you know. All right, we got another duel for the Mets. Wonder if these guys are vacationing together right now. Mets playing in Cabo tonight. Been playing in Cabo for a couple months now. The base pack. Mookie. How come Haesung Kim didn't get it? Was he hurt? He didn't get any playing time. Austin Barnes. Labor and Real Muto. He's young. They have a good team. I think he'll... I mean, the tough thing is he plays in such a hard division that... But I think if you come out of that division, then you got a really good chance of making a good run for it. Because obviously how stacked it is. The Grom there on the summer inserts. All right, we're going to need a banger or something out of this last. No numbered cards yet. All right, got a backwards Kansas City card. Here's my fingers crossed for a Bobby Witt something. Some type of Bobby Witt. Nope. Michael Waka, and it's not even numbered. Yeah, I listed my Vladdy Senior and Vladdy Junior dual auto relic 101 from Tier 1 for 10 grand during the playoffs. It did not sell. I did not expect it to sell. I really kind of secretly hoped it wouldn't because I just really like that card and I kind of want to keep it. Julio on the 90s All-Star. Still is, man. I'm looking at it right now. Can't not list it because if somebody really does want it for 10 grand, then I mean I would have to sell it, but I'm certainly not going to try to get rid of it. Goldie. All right, last pack here. I got a couple other good. I got at least one more really good 101 coming back. A Luke Keyshaw 101 auto from 25, a Bowman Mega. It also graded a PSA 10, so that's nice. All right, we got Rangers. Nope, Rays. How about Josh Lowe? So we did get a numbered card. Last pack, numbered card. Numbered to 250 on the purple foil. All right, now I'm going to save the silver pack. I'm going to open it with the Logofractor packs. Because why not? Need some excitement. And I feel like in years past, the silver packs have been, the autos have been a lot more present. Like this year, it seems like, and I'm talking about with basketball too, the silver packs have not been as gracious I'm giving autos. All right, here we go. So we're looking for pretty much in these base cards. We're looking for Shoheis and we're looking for Judges. Not River Ryan. There's Roki. Waldrip. That was nice. Was that an auto? I can't remember what. Yeah, that was an auto, right? I mean, obviously it was. Otherwise, you wouldn't have brought it up. But that's true. I mean, we have hit him, but I felt like in years past, it'd be like not every other box, but maybe like every like 4 or 5 boxes we would get him. I'm pretty sure that might be his nice wood. I feel like we've only hit like 1. Maybe that's the only one we've hit. Maybe 2, but I can't even think of the second one off the top of my head. Darren Baker, Soto, and Blake Dunn. Damn, so no redemptions. Or buybacks. All right, silver pack. That changes right now. And the other thing is, too, the color's been a little... Color has been a little stingy as well. Is that a blue or just a regular? I can't tell. All right, we got Cal Ripken, Willie Adames, Jackson Merrill, and Junior Caminero. That does look... There's no number, though. It does kind of look gold, but I think that's just the green grass in the background. Well, that's a little lame. Nice Merrill rookie cup. Caminero is another guy that gets like freaking zero respect, man. Guy hit 40 homers, almost 50, right? Or did he get to 50? I can't remember. Maybe that's why nobody collects him, because nobody knows what he's actually doing down there. But and pretty much his first full seasons, he's gonna be a beast, man. I just hope he doesn't end up a Yankee or a Dodger. 44, that's not bad. Take that. All right, here we go. Here's all the magic. Should get at least 1 color. Oh, we got 2. So I think one... no, actually, I think this first one's an insert. Dang it. I was going to say, if they're 2 colors, and usually one's an auto. Nice Ben Rice for the Yankees. Ben Rice on the Logofractor. We got Harrison Bader. Kyle Schwarber. Yep, that's going to be a Judge All Etch. And what's the team? The Nats. Out of 199, Juan Yepez. That's what gets you real fired up as a somebody who buys the Nats, right? A Juan Yepez. Position does he play? First base? Never heard of him. All right, here we go. Last pack. Show me some more color. All right, we got another purple. Maybe this will be an auto. All right, we got Seager, Brian Reynolds, Randy Arozarena, Xavier Edwards for the M's, and no hat. Padres, Fernando Tatis, 113 out of 250. And that would be really cool if that was the image variation, but that's just his base. Very cool image, though. I like that. Should be the image variation. All right, let's do a quick recap here. I do like the chrome inserts. They're getting much better at it. I wish the paper inserts were a little bit more up to snuff. Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, we did get some numbered. We get that vintage stock is really cool. Not the best player, but that is a really cool card. Huge fan of those ones. Oh, there goes my alarm. Time to get dinner ready for the kids. Wasn't Brian Reynolds like one of the statistically worst hitters in the major leagues this year? Even though he's usually at least before Skeens, would be the lone Pittsburgh Pirates All-Star representative. I know he kind of had a rough year. All right, buddy. Good to see you, Clayton. We'll see you on the next one. We'll be back to basketball the next 2 nights. All right, let's see here. That one, we got to keep. Nice Trout. All right. So we'll start off here with the 2 Shoheis. We got Shohei on the training grounds and Shohei on the greatest hits. We'll go with our Sandglitters. We got Kalenic, Joey Ortiz, Barrios, Rhett Lauder rookie, Tanner Houck, Jeff McNeil, Kyle Finnegan, Mariners team card, Kai Bush on the hollow foil. I like that Trout. Trout on the hollow foil, and then our rainbows, Waka, Scott, and Hader. Go with our base silver packs here. Cal Ripken, we got Adames. You have to really look at these closely too, because sometimes the numbers will sneak up on you. You got Merrill, Caminero. Those are our silver packs. Our Logofractor packs: Xavier Edwards, Corey Seager, Brian Reynolds, Rosarena, Judge on the all edge, Bader, Schwarber, and nice Ben Rice. Nice Ben Rice rookie. All right, we had our relic game used Xander Bogaerts with the throwback unis there. It's always cool. Josh Lowe on the purple. Max Schumann, those are numbered to 99, 86, and 99 on that vintage stock. Another purple chrome Logofractor, Fernando Tatis, 113 and 250, and Juan Yepez on the, I can't remember if it's aqua or teal, but to 199. I think it's aqua, but it won't matter. All right, well, hey, appreciate that. That was fun. Quick little rip there. We got more stuff listed on Breaker Toolbox. Thanks again for everybody participating. We got a couple more baseball stuff in the pipeline, but we're going to be doing a lot of basketball this week. Trying to do some more flagship basketball. And yeah, I got a couple of jumbos of that. Should be fun. Looking into my stash, and I think that's all I see. So I definitely got to get some more product coming in. But yeah, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.